Liv Morgan just posted something that fans are understanding in a few different ways, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also see what's new for Dominik, Jey Uso, and more. Starting things off with Liv Morgan and her post that started up a pretty interesting conversation. Shortly after Rhea Ripley crashed the WrestleMania 41 contract signing between Bianca Belair and Io Sky, and forcefully signed her own name on the contract, Liv took to her social media platforms to take this opportunity to brag about how right she was about Rhea Ripley being wrong. Liv posted the following message to her platform, quote, "She wanna be included so bad," end quote. This line was definitely intended for Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan took the opportunity of seeing Rhea's recent actions and used it to shine light on how she was right about who Rhea Ripley truly has been all along. But here's where the crazy fan theory comes into play. Liv Morgan is also rumored to be feuding with another she real soon, and that's Alexa Bliss. Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Sicks have yet to call Alexa Bliss by her name since she returned, but they've only referred to her as she in a tweet, and in that old letter that Howdy sent out last year. So fans are wondering if this use of she could have a double meaning of originally being intended for Rhea Ripley. Sure, but strangely enough, it could even work for Alexa Bliss as well. Alexa's been labeled as she by Uncle Howdy. That is the unofficial little nickname for Alexa at the moment. So fans are just putting together a little theory there, wondering if Alexa Bliss is who Liv Morgan was actually talking to, and it didn't stop there. That's when a fan told Liv Morgan that Nikki Cross was calling her name. Liv replied to the fan, saying that she's gonna beat Nikki Cross, just like how she did Rhea Ripley. So Liv directly acknowledging the idea of Nikki Cross coming for the tag team titles, and obviously it will be Alexa Bliss who will be Nikki's tag team partner. Maybe Liv Morgan put all that together in her head. Maybe Liv knows Alexa Bliss will be there as well, but Liv does not seem worried one bit. She fully expects to take down this new looming threat of Alexa and Nikki's big reunion. Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt Sicks have been gone missing once again in recent weeks, but fans are still holding on to hope of seeing Alexa and Nikki versus Raquel and Liv real soon, because it does make sense. WWE has been planting seeds for Alexa and Liv to cross paths again ever since January. Liv eliminated Alexa from both the Royal Rumble and the Elimination Chamber. Getting eliminated by someone in those big matches is usually how WWE likes to kick off certain feuds and programs. So that's why fans are sticking to the idea that Liv's multiple eliminations over Alexa was not pointless coincidence. Fans feel like surely WWE has something major in the works for Alexa and Liv, and that's why they crossed paths so much in recent months. And that's why they had Liv eliminate Alexa multiple times, because it's going to lead towards Alexa Bliss getting heated and coming to take everything away from Liv Morgan. Yes, technically Liv and Alexa are on separate brands, but remember that the women's tag team champions work all shows, and basically have a free pass to feud with anyone from any brand. So as long as Liv and Raquel have the titles, then the feud with Alexa Bliss is still a big possibility. A feud between Alexa and Liv is pretty exciting because there most definitely could be multiple layers to it. It can simply be a singles match between Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. It could be a tag team match between Alexa and Nikki versus Liv and Raquel, or it could be an all-out faction versus faction brawl between the entire Judgment Day versus the entire Wyatt Sicks. So there's definitely a lot of elements there to really deepen and expand on this feud between Liv and Alexa. When will the feud actually kick off? Well, that's definitely the million-dollar question here. Liv and Raquel aren't actually feuding with any team at the current moment, so technically the door is open for Alexa and Nikki. But WWE is still overseas for the next few weeks, and both Alexa and Nikki are at home and not part of that tour at the moment. So the idea of Alexa and Nikki confronting Liv and Raquel is basically impossible, at least for the next 2 weeks. The next time WWE has a show in the States will be in early April, with only a few weeks left before WrestleMania at that time. So does WWE quickly put that Alexa and Nikki versus Liv and Raquel match together for WrestleMania at the last second? Or will they hold on to that feud until immediately after WrestleMania season? That's what everyone's trying to figure out. The only recent word about Alexa and the Wyatts has been that they've allegedly set some type of big role at WrestleMania 41, but the report did not go into much detail if that's in regards to a match or simply just an appearance. So Alexa and the Wyatt Sicks may be out of sight right now, but there's still a lot of hope and excitement for them regarding this potential feud with Liv and Raquel, and this apparent WrestleMania 41 role that's in store for them. So we'll have to wait and see if Alexa and Nikki can get their hands on the tag team titles again for the first time in nearly 5 years. Jey Uso recently took on Austin Theory in a Raw match that lasted all of 60 seconds and did not allow Austin Theory to get any offense in at all. This created a lot of backlash from the fans online who were all disappointed to see Austin Theory treated and handled in that fashion. According to reports, the original plan was for Jey Uso versus Austin Theory to go over in just 10 minutes. So no one knows what changed there that basically caused this full match to be cut. But fans speculate that maybe it was John Cena's promo segment running a bit over time, but that's not confirmed. But either way, the Jey Uso and Gunther feud was already in a gray area with fans, so this Austin Theory squash match didn't really help deepen the feud between Jey and Gunther or get it to a better place. If anything, it only got fans a bit more upset with the entire situation. But like many have pointed out, it appears that only fans online have an issue with the Jey and Gunther feud. Live crowds and live fans in the building are still strongly behind Jey Uso. So while this backlash appears to be strictly an online thing at the moment, but overall, it seems like everyone is a bit disappointed with the build-up for Jey versus Gunther up until this point. That story depth isn't really there. It's just Jey that no one really believes in him, and Gunther saying Jey has no shot. That's their entire story. Every week it's just Jey facing a random opponent, while Gunther jumps in towards the end of the match. There hasn't been any real face-to-face deep promo battles in a long time. No engagements outside of just match interferences. These are just things that fans are discussing and bringing up. But there's still a few weeks left, so many are still holding out hope that they'll kick into an overdrive here in the coming weeks. Jey Uso did post a message that many understood as his response to the fan backlash from the Austin Theory squash match. Jey took to his Instagram story to say, "Crash out, Jey, Lord help me." So again, we'll have to see how this story shifts up here in the coming weeks. The March 17th edition of Raw once again featured heavy teases for Dominik Mysterio's new addition to the Judgment Day. Dominik came clean to Finn Balor that he offered a spot in the Judgment Day to Penta. Dom is unsure if Penta will accept the spot, but that he really feels like the Judgment Day needs more muscle, especially with JD McDonough being out of action. Finn Balor has been against the idea of bringing in new members from the start, so he lashed out at Dominik's suggestion and called him a snake for that. But that didn't stop Dominik. Dominik was then seen speaking to Karrion Kross in the background of a backstage Raw segment. We couldn't hear the conversation, but it was most likely in regards to Dominik wanting Karrion Kross in the Judgment Day. Kross has been a popular fan guest to be the new Judgment Day member. So this Raw segment at least confirms that Dominik has been looking into bringing in Kross. It still feels like the next major Judgment Day moment will be the group kicking Finn out in favor of this new recruit that Dominik is bringing in. They continue to tease it heavily, so have to be on the lookout for that. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.